What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Mike. I'm bringing y'all another video. Today's video is something that kind of wasn't requested, but because I'm all at the field, people always ask me questions about what I'm carrying. I had a whole bunch. You look like Special Forces, this, that, and the other. I'm gonna tell you, it ain't nothing that special. And I'm gonna just go over you what I got on my vest and kind of what make it a little bit different from what everybody else carrying, and kind of how it works best for me. So I'll start you off with a little story. First off, when I started playing, I went out. I said, all right, I need to carry this stuff. I ain't got a lot of money, but still need to carry this stuff. Let me go to the store. So I went to the store, and first thing I went and got me a little Camel pod belt, Tipman one. Only reason it's Tipman is because I was in the store and that's all they had. I went to Sports Authority, one of them things. Again, it's a 4+1, so I can hold 4 pods and a tank on the back. Because I started running remote. Worked out for a hot second, but then I realized I was doing this on a regular basis and just knocking pods out to the ground. Other thing is I lift weights. I don't know if there's a lot of people that do that, but I do. So reaching behind me is not a very easy task. For some people it might be easy. Hey, when you're young, you're 15, 16 years old, yeah, you can probably got a little bit of flexibility. I don't, sorry. A little bit top heavy, it happens. The other thing is I don't like stuff bouncing on my butt. It's just a weird feeling to have this just bouncing up and down everywhere you go. Yeah, it's supposed to sit tight, but for some reason the movements I do, legs hit it, and it's not ideal for if you're crawling on the ground and stuff, because I kind of like to get down and dirty. I'm sneaking bushes and stuff. It wasn't working out for me. So what I ended up with was a whole bunch of paint dropped on the ground. Other thing is right now with my XL Phenom, I'm running tack caps. Now tack caps only hold about 70 pods, depends on how many I got on there. Usually I only got 2, so you're looking at about 60. If I go with just the one, it's about 30. But either way it goes, these 140s was not working out. I was sitting there, I reload, then put the pod on the ground, fire some more, pick it back up, reload, put the pod on the ground. If I want to move, I end up leaving the pod right there because I didn't want to get hit. Then I had to pull out a whole nother pod from where I'm at. Very, very, very irritating. So what I want to do, the first thing I want to do was throw this thing out the window. Yes, it works for you speedball guys that shoot a pod every 30 seconds. But for us guys that on a budget ballers, and really if you counterplay tactical, you're not going to use that type of, that much paint in the time. So what I did was I had to come up with something that worked a little bit better for me. I'm used to having everything in front of me, so if I'm wearing, you know, my vest at work, I kind of got my magazines in the front, and I'm used to firing real weapons. So if I got an M4, M16, 9mm, AK, depends on what I'm playing with that day, I'll pull from the front, I'll load from there. And usually my primary side is always my left, so that's kind of how I got my vest set up. And I'll show you what it is. So this one right here, this is a vest from Phoenix Tactical. I don't think they make it anymore. I found it in the what the heck was I at? In the military surplus store. Dang near brand new. Got it for cheap, like 30 bucks. But it was a good base for what I needed it to do. Then you know, I looked around the house to find out, you know, if I got some things that I could possibly use. So to actually make it a little bit better. So we'll start off first off with the tactical vest. In the front you got 4 magazine pouches. Make a whole M16, AK-47. They're fairly long. They pull across. So if you're playing magfed, it actually works out perfect. You can hold 2 magazines in each of them, 2 to 3. Just depends on what type of mags you got. You can hold in each one of these. The other thing I got attached to it, I got a this is a Army pistol belt. Usually you put your 9mm on it. This is what they used to wear a long time ago, drill sergeants. and all that stuff. But now I just use it instead of having one of those condor belts or whatever. This one works pretty good. I only paid $2 for it. It holds it together. It keeps it from moving around at the bottom. It actually keeps it at a level I want it to, so it doesn't ride up. Alright. On the back, I got a little bit of moly. Basically, it's modular, and I'll get to you. You won't be able to see it from here because I got some things hooked up to it, and I'm going to show you how I did all that in a second. In the front, I got 2 more pockets with a little bit of Velcro if you want to put a name tag over the top. But in these pockets, they're just basically all-purpose pockets. I personally keep my my cloths in there if I want to wipe off my mask and stuff. Got these from DMC Paintball. If you're ever in Colorado Springs, stop by, see Dave. DMC Paintball. That's where I get all my gear from. And then on the front, next to the long pouches, you got little pouches to fit 9mm pouches, 9mm mags. I personally don't carry a sidearm. Just a little bit too much weight. If I ever play scenario games, I'll probably get into that. That's my plan. I'll probably get into some scenario this summer. But as far as picking up a sidearm, again, I'd rather just have a big regular size marker. Alright, so from there, we'll go into what I got in my mag pouches, because this is what makes my setup a lot different from anybody else's. Alright, so Allen Paintball makes these things called tack caps. Tack mags. Alright, these mags, it looks like an AK-47 round. This is actually a hopper. It'll hold about 70 paintballs, and it's shaped to fit just like in the magazine. So, whereas I'm carrying the tack cap, I can put 70 in here and basically fill up my whole tack cap with just one of these. Wouldn't need it if I'm running all 3. Also, because I don't run all 3, I usually run the 1 or 2. So I'm probably at about 30. I use these ones. Now, these are set up where you can put 3 inside a regular magazine pouch. I use 2 just because space purposes. It works out a little better. Again, in here, 30. It's so much easier to pick it up, pull it out, and then reload. And then I'll show you how that looks when I put it on in a second. All right. So on the rear, this is where things get interesting. So I run my tank. I run a remote line. I usually run it across the top. Right now I got it sitting in the back for storage. But it's a Tipman tank pouch. It's actually a molly pouch. So I have it actually weaved. I weave it into, it's weaved into the back of the vest and then clamped down. I think this cost me about $10–15. Maybe a little more. I got it over at DMC Paintball where I get everything. But this is good because you can actually mount it vertical or you can mount it horizontal. I personally like it vertical because it's less of a chance of me making it fall out. If I mount it horizontal, I got a feeling I'll lean the wrong way and it'll just come out the side. So it feels a little bit more stable this way. I like it this way. Again, that's by preference. You can also do it however it works, however it feels for you. Then I got a Camelback. Now this Camelback, I couldn't tell you if they make it anymore. I found it inside the back in the box. I remember having it, and I remember where I got it from, but I've never used it. It's always been sitting there. I know I had it about 4 or 5 years, but it's brand new. This is the pack team. It's really, really small. So everybody is talking about having a hydration bladder on the inside of their stuff. This one has molly on the back, and you can actually hook it either to the belt, you can hook it to your back. It's very, very movable. It's not like the backpack type ones. Also, you don't need just the bladder to stick on the inside, and also keep your water cool because it's insulated. This one, I don't know how much it costs. Again, I couldn't tell you who makes it, but because of the molly and the way it's set up, it actually works out perfect. So it sits above my tank, and it actually works out fairly well. It doesn't take up too much space. So I'll go ahead and I'll show you how it fits on me. Show you some of the major things that makes it work a little bit better for me than anybody else. And again, vests are tethered to work for you. So don't let anybody tell you, man, I should have unclamped that. Don't let anybody tell you that you gotta have it a certain way or anything. These are made so you can be more effective when you're out there on the field doing what you gotta do. Alright, so I like everything nice, tight, up close. It's really thin webbing, so it's a good airflow going through. I don't have to wear any like special shirts. I can wear a BDU jacket or anything over here, and I'll get the same airflow. It's also not constricting. I can still move. I'm like 5'5", 170, 180, and it fits perfect on me. This is the size, I think, medium or something like that. But because it has so much adjustment, I have it on the tightest settings. It fits me pretty good. Again, I think it would fit a tall guy. Same way, just probably have to loosen the belt up, loosen up the straps. Alright, now, as you can see, everything fits very, very close. It's not constricting. I can still make all my movements left, right, up, down. I can get to everything. So if I need to get something in my pouches, I can get there. If I need to get to the side pouches, I can get there. I don't even have to look. It's just that easy. The other thing is I can show you how fast it'll be to fill up, to refill my Alright, so right here, here's my X7 Phenom. Again, I'm running attack caps right here on the side. They allow me to have a lower profile. Also, I don't like to shoot a lot of paint. So to get counted the magfed experience without having a magfed marker and still going mechanical and back and forth, the attack caps work great. I actually set myself up for that. So what I'll do is I'll pop that out, time to reload, in, open, pour, put it back, close, back in the fight. Open, pop, pour, back in the fight. Cool part is because I'm still running, it's still technically hopper fed. I can still fire while I'm reloading. Everything's quick. Down, up, open, down. So works out pretty good. Next thing I want to talk about is the fact that I got on the other side the 70 rounders. So one of the things I like to do is in between games, because I probably won't shoot more than 30 rounds, instead of having to walk off the field and reload my gun, reload on paint, I'll use the 70 rounders actually to refill the 30 round pots. So yes, I get a little bit of rattle around, but it's not as bad as having, 30 balls rattle around in a 140 pod. So take that, reload them, down, put them back. Now I'm still on the business side. Just keep working my way to the side till I'm all gone. That's pretty much my vest setup. Other thing is I just got a hammer 7. I'll be seeing how my magfed markers work out. I'm just trying to get into magfed. Want to see how pump works. At the same time, that's a good weapon for it, and I'll do a video on that one next. But if you see, I don't have to reach around. Water's here. Remote lines there. Everything works out fairly well. There are some D-rings right here hanging off the side. Sometimes I can put a D-ring on there, take my mask off, hang it off here, hang my weapon off on one side, hang my mask off on the other. Just depends on how I feel like playing that day. Again, This is my low setup. For if anybody got any questions, you know, hit me on the bottom comments. This probably be this is my second YouTube video, so like it if you want to. I'll just keep throwing them up there because this is halfway fun and gives me something to do. All right, that's Mike. Peace out.